This is a play called My Old Lady, and very simply said, I spend lots of time in France, and last year, 7 months last year, and I wanted to write a play that was, I suppose, I wanted to write something about the differences in French culture and American culture that I found amusing or really strange. And I bumped into a French system of buying and selling apartments called the viager system. Viager is a French word that means literally for life. And discovered that it's a really, really popular, ancient system for buying and selling apartments that is very extremely active and present in France today. And you can buy an apartment, a viager apartment, for a very, very low price, and the owner of the apartment is always somebody who's elderly. The more elderly they are, the lower the price, because you don't actually get the apartment until that person dies. And you pay, so the payment you make is called a bouquet, a small bouquet, and then you pay charges each month. Maybe could be 300 euros a month or 400 euros a month or more in this day and age. And when the person dies, you're done, you get the apartment, it's yours. But until they die, you keep paying. And there was a woman, I discovered this after I wrote the play, called Jean Calment, who sold her apartment when she was 90 years old at a very, very low price and a high charge because she was going to live on that money, and it wasn't expected that she would live. And she became the oldest living woman in the world. She was 122 years old when she died. And so it's a remarkable system. And I wrote a play about an American guy. I don't know where the hell the story came from. Again, it's like out of my snail shell. I wrote a play about an American guy who's down on his luck, who inherits an apartment from his estranged father. And he goes, he's alcoholic, he owes money everywhere, he's really on his way out. And he's in his, looking at 60, let's say. And he goes to Paris, and his father is very rich, leaves him nothing but this apartment and some books in French. And he goes to Paris to get the apartment and liquidate it and get the money and pay off some debts, and discovers an old lady living in the apartment with her daughter, who's his age, and discovers that the apartment is a viager, and he doesn't get it until she dies. And he's literally there on a one-way ticket. He has no money, and he stays with the woman and the daughter, and discovers, and we discover at the same time, that that old lady and his father were lovers over a period of 50 years, and she's the reason his mother committed suicide. So the play is very, very funny as it goes along in the first, and then it takes this turn, and I suppose becomes something of about what we, well, the simple idea is when you fall in love with somebody, you take love away from somebody else. So every time we fall in love, somebody's going to get hurt. There's always detritus. And in the case of this old lady, there's just bodies lying by the side of the road. And I've just, the play was very, very popular in Paris. It ran for 2 years in a theater with 1,200 seats, and it was packed. And I've just directed a movie that will be out in October, based on the play. I adapted the play. The movie's quite different because the play is in one room and the movie is all over the place, and the play has 3 actors and the movie has, I don't know, 60. And it stars Maggie Smith as the old lady, Kevin Kline as the American guy, and Kristen Scott Thomas as the daughter. And then I have a cast of wonderful French actors. The movie's in English. And I think it's a wonderful play. It's going to be done in a nice theater in Florida. We've just agreed to do it at Christmas time.